Hi, everybody, and welcome to this week's college basketball resume rankings. Remember, no eye test or statistics involved here. It's just who have you beat. I weigh your good wins versus the amount of losses you have. What is a good win? Well, there's 54 good teams this week. 11 loss or better Big 10 and Big 12 teams. 8 loss or better ACC, Big East, and Pac 12 and SEC teams. And then if you're 4 losses or better from anywhere else, you're a good team, in my opinion. So let's get started. Everyone knows Baylor has just ran through the Big 12. They're 21-1. Wins over Illinois, Oklahoma, Texas Tech, Kansas, Oklahoma State, Texas, West Virginia, Oklahoma State again, and Texas Tech again. And their only losses to Kansas. Michigan is 19-3, and they have wins over Maryland, Wisconsin, Maryland again, Purdue, Wisconsin again, Rutgers, Ohio State, Iowa, and Michigan State. Gonzaga, undefeated, and they still have those wins over for West Virginia, Illinois, Iowa, and Virginia. Oklahoma State hangs in at number 4 this week, 18-7. They have wins over Wichita now, is a good win now. Texas Tech, Kansas, Arkansas, Texas Tech again, Oklahoma twice this week, and West Virginia, excuse me. Iowa is number 5, 20-7. Wins over Purdue, Rutgers, Maryland, Michigan State, Rutgers again, Michigan State again, Wisconsin, Ohio State, and Wisconsin again. Now, 4 of these top 5 teams have 9 wins. Good wins, and that's why they're top 5. And then Gonzaga's undefeated. That's crazy. No eye test here, just resume, but I can see why the committee has these teams so high. Ohio State comes in at number 6, 18-8. UCLA, Rutgers twice, Illinois, Wisconsin, Michigan State, Iowa, and Maryland is who they beat. Illinois is 20-6, and they beat Purdue, Iowa, Wisconsin twice, Michigan, and Ohio State. Clemson, surprising, but they're number 8 still. They're hanging in there, 16-6. They have just as many good wins as they do losses. Purdue, Maryland, Alabama, Florida State, Louisville, and Syracuse. Arkansas, number 9, 21-5. They beat Abilene Christian, Missouri, Florida, Alabama, and Louisiana State. Florida State beat Florida, Georgia Tech, Louisville, Clemson, and Virginia. Now we're down Houston, 21-3, 3 wins. Texas Tech, Wichita, SMU. And then Kansas is your first team that has less good wins than they do losses. But they've beaten Creighton, Texas Tech, West Virginia, Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, Texas Tech again, and Baylor. And they handed Baylor their only loss. Alabama is 21-6, and they beat Tennessee, Florida, Arkansas, and LSU twice. Purdue came out of nowhere, 18-8, with wins over Ohio State, Maryland, Michigan State, Ohio State again, Michigan State again, and Wisconsin. We'll move up here. Texas with another good week recently. I'll just show Villanova, but Texas 17-7 with wins over Oklahoma State, Kansas, West Virginia, Kansas again, and Oklahoma. And their worst loss is West Virginia, really, in my mind. Villanova is 16-5, and they beat Texas, Connecticut, and Creighton. Loyola Chicago, 24-4, and they beat Drake twice. Texas Tech is 17-9, and they beat Abilene Christian, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana State, Oklahoma, and Texas. West Virginia is 18-8, and they beat Oklahoma State, Texas Tech, Kansas, Texas Tech again, and Texas. Creighton is 18-7, and they beat Connecticut, Xavier, Connecticut again, and Nova. Texas Tech is 17-7, and they beat Missouri, Arkansas, Kansas, and Florida. Colorado is 20-7, and they beat USC, Oregon, USC again, and UCLA. Virginia is 17-6, and they beat Clemson, Syracuse, and Louisville. USC is 21-6, and they beat UCLA, Oregon, and UCLA again. Oregon now is 19-5, and they beat Colorado and UCLA. Wichita State is 15-4, and they had a big win against Houston. Connecticut